Hello, all, and welcome to today's show on Regent Park TV. I am your host, Gail Kosi, and today we are joined by the co-owner, Betou, of hair salon Dundas Beauty near Regent Park. All right, and we are here to discuss how COVID-19 has affected businesses that had to close due to it being considered a non-essential business, and how it managed to reopen during stage two. Okay, how are you, Itwan?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you for coming on the show.
Thank you for having me.
So I just really want to know how you felt. What were your thoughts on when you first heard that your business wasn't considered an essential business and it had to close during the lockdown?
Mhm. Oh, it was definitely tough because, first of all, once a business closes, you still have to pay the rent. And so could you
Mhm.
imagine paying rent for home and then paying rent for the business? It's a lot, right? Especially if the business is an essential source of income and you use the business money to pay for your rent at home, you use the business money to pay for rent at the business, and it's just hard to balance, you know what I mean? So it was a struggle indeed. And then we also have people who work there as well, and working at the business is their only source of income. So it was tough for everybody.
Okay. How long do you think that the closure of non-essentials would business would last? Because it was mentioned that it was only supposed to last for about 14 days, but it ended up being until almost ending of June.
Right.
So what did you guys think at the beginning of the lockdown?
Yeah, like many of us, we thought it was just gonna be, a couple weeks. We'll manage. We'll be able to pick back up once everything opens.
Mhm.
But the fact that it was a couple months, it was pretty stressful for us because now just opening, everybody's still kind of skeptical. Like, is it safe to go out? We
Yeah.
aren't getting as many customers, and then there are also customers who are like not as confident in the concept of masks, right? So business hasn't been too busy reopening. And just the fact that it lasted so long was, it was a lot, it was a lot to process. We had to figure out, okay, well, where will we get the money to pay for the rent? Lucky enough that we have a landlord who's very understanding. He has no choice but to be understanding, but he allowed us to kind of pay as much as we can. And he gave us a certain amount of time to pay in increments. So that helped for sure.
Um, and a lot of businesses were not ready for a pandemic, and sadly, it resulted to it being permanently closed. So, how did you manage to stay open, like again, for phase two? But how did you manage to not have a permanent closure?
We actually weren't even sure. We thought we would have a permanent closure. So we actually started discussing selling the business because there were a few people who were contacting us inquiring about, oh, well, are you looking to sell? And we weren't really sure, like, if we sold it, how were they going to even open up a business with all the
Mm,
closures, right?
yes.
But we were contemplating selling, but then, we just remained faithful. We prayed and we just waited it out to see what would happen. And then we eventually got a letter in the mail that said, okay, your business, you're now able to open the business, go online and just look at the safety regulations and all that. And we also implemented our own safety regulations by topping up on hand sanitizers and masks, not only for the staff, but also for the customers. And we also we also let our customers know that we are only taking appointments. We are not doing walk-ins, and we are only taking a certain amount of appointments per day, just to, stay within the regulations.
Okay. Um, were you ready to reopen, even though the government said you have a choice to open or not if you aren't safe? Were you ready to open?
Um, I don't think we were really ready to open. So we did take some time where we're like, okay, we'll spend a good week and a half to 2 weeks just cleaning up the place and sanitizing everything and just topping up on sanitizers and masks. And then after the 2 weeks, we were like, okay, well, we need to open. Customers have been calling us and waiting. For me personally, it was a struggle not having
Mhm.
my hair done, sitting at home for all that time.
Yeah.
So everybody was just so excited for it to open. And then, yeah, we took some time just to sanitize everything. And then we let our customers know, okay, we're now open for appointments, which they were definitely excited about.
Okay. That's good to hear. Um, And what will you be doing moving forward to prepare yourselves for situations like COVID-19?
Um, we'll definitely be monitoring how many people we allow into the store. It's a little tough now because we also sell hair products and beauty products, and we can't just have customers coming in saying, okay, well, I want to buy soap, or I want to buy hair, I want to buy makeup. So it's a little tough right now, but I think we just need to take the time to kind of readjust to the new normal, and then we'll figure out a way where business can improve, but we're also focusing on keeping that safety and distance amongst customers, right?
Okay. And as a business owners, what are some key takeaways that you took from this situation and that will help you? Sorry, let me rephrase that. As a business owner, what are some key takeaways from this situation that will help with the longevity of your company?
That's a good question. I think that when you say key takeaways, do you mean with regards to COVID? Or
Yes. Yeah. Or anything to do with future, hopefully not, but future pandemic.
Hopefully not. I would definitely say that it's important to take care of our health, for sure. I feel like there's been so many times where we've been like, okay, well, business first, we'll stay up with customers for long hours, even if we're doing hair until midnight or 1 a.m., just because we need to do a customer's hair or whatever the case may be. But now we've definitely cut hours. And then with cutting hours, I think it would result in, I guess, less customers. So we're not, I guess, interacting with too many people in the day because of COVID. And also, I would say that just taking care of our own health. Like I said, sometimes we would stay long hours, go home and sleep for a few hours to come back the next day to do longer hours. And now we're just looking at it as like, your health is number one, your health is important. So we focus on a certain amount of customers during the day so that we have enough time to rest and we have enough time to just take care of ourselves, whether it be just coming home and having a healthy meal or having a little workout session, anything to just take care of ourselves first, and then making business a second priority.
Okay. And I know we touched a little bit on how it affected the employees, but can you just speak to me about how it really affected employees? Because some people did not have a way of income, and with the closure of this, it was really quick. So what did you guys do for a situation like this for employees?
There wasn't much that we could do with regards to the employees because ourselves, we had a hard time even making an income. And we also just made sure that the employees were taking care of themselves. We made sure that if they are looking into having customers come to their homes to do their hair, they just take, the proper safety precautions. And we just advise them to just continue to take care of themselves. We personally chose not to have customers come into our home because this is where our family is. You don't want to let just anybody come in. And a lot of our employees also have kids. So most of them chose not to allow customers to come into their home. But for those who did, we definitely advised them to just take care and to just do it the healthy way. So let it be one customer a day or two customers a day. Make sure they're wearing masks. Just taking the proper safety precautions.
If there is one thing all three of these stories show us is the resilience of people even in the face of uncertainty and fear. For RPTV, I am Gail Kosi. Thank you for watching. Please do not forget to like, comment, and share to our channel. Follow us on all our social media platforms. And for more information, please check out our website.